safe and removed. You never get hung up. Never.
Monte Vista. I like how the specials board is blank, blank, blank. Like a highlights film of the collective lives of the 4 or 5 fuck that rat gray, grease engraved faces hovering like slowly deflated helium balloons above the bar. What's more, I like that it's black, black, black. Could be a non-memorial plaque. Could be a certificate of appreciation from oblivion itself. Takes you back, as they say, and hey, dig, now it's 69 and I'm getting very drunk for the very first time in the basement rec room of someone's parents' housing. Westover Air Force Base, Chicopee, Massachusetts, Strategic Air Command, since picketed, since closed, and where, if you had long hair, you were banned from the PX Teen Town movie show, and so evenings cruised the streets or prowled the fence or hunkered any unhassleable place you could hide with the other dependents, depending on nothing but a good chewing out or smack when they got home, and that eventually the draft. Oppen, you must try to put yourself into those times. And I do. Draft and shot, Bud Rye, and now it's Hendrix, Joplin, Sly, Nancy Noon and I, hugging, and we cry because Andy Wilowski is drafted, Al the Pal Chapin is drafted, Gary Maslick's expelled from home and dying basketball orange on the graveyard shift at Spalding's in Holyoke across the bridge. Ronnie Robinson is dropping out, and that flat picker-up from Arkansas, why can't I remember his name, who turned us on to the bands The Weight. What about him? Oppen again. War and the news is war. And my old man's unaccompanied tour of duty to Guam to load bombs means my mom and brother and I are gone in a month to St. Louis, where I know no one and don't want to go, and so what else Nancy and I are doing on the floor on our knees with our wet faces smeared together like the room tripping out around us like a dead late show in Goodbye, another draft, another rye. And when the guy at the end of the bar starts trotting out post-mortems for the Cartwrights from Bonanza. They're all dead now, he says. So you know, there had to be something like unlucky or evil connected to the show. I want to go. What about Hop Sing? Which makes me think of dancing, music, The Truth, Nirvana, Sunlight Pipe, and Rainy Day Blues Bands were the names of the bands we played in. Oppen, Draft Animals, Beasts for Slaughter. What was his name? And what was the weight he bore across Pacific water and into that bitter, burning country, maybe gazing vaguely toward some far mountain where the bones of the holy dead are supposedly buried, humping point and humming to himself, maybe Tears of Rage or I Shall Be Released. I remember how we used to greet each other with a V made from the first 2 fingers, transposing victory to the key of peace. Used to do this hand jive thing to Susie Q, and at such times the world seemed briefly a kind of ponderosa of possibility. And when, stoned on our own goofiness, we played at Chappie's Pizza and Grinders, off base, where we were let be, with our flatware, the tables, glasses, plates, and condiments turned percussion instruments to the jukebox, playing Donovan, First There Is a Mountain. Oppen, we have chosen the meaning of being numerous, and I'm dreaming again as I sometimes do, drinking alone in the gauzy blue neon of the Hotel Monte Vista basement bar of a distant city where the war is over and each of us is commissioned to return. more cynical maybe, more furrowed by time or failure or rage, but each of us returns. And before they call roll, I want to be able to gaze into each face and say, hey, do you remember? Even if it's mining a mountain with a bar straw, even if it's nothing special, I do. Sean was his name.